Oh, good morning. It's about 6:40, leaving the shelter. Um, didn't rain last night, and depending where you look in the sky, it looks like a nice day, or potential rain. I see a dark cloud there. And since the weather report was something like 70% that it would rain today, I'm expecting it will rain. But right now I'll act like it's not going to rain. Don't have my pack cover on yet. So about 8 miles, a little under, it's another Wayside they're all talking about. Apparently they have the blackberry milkshake available there. And it will take me about 3.5 or thereabouts hours to get there. So that'd be me about 10 o'clock or so. So not too early to have a milkshake. I don't think I'll have anything else there. And if it's raining, well, maybe I will. But it's a big day today, 24. That'll equal at least my longest walk. Also expecting that I will go to a hostel that is very near there tomorrow morning. Problem is they prefer you call and make sure they have a room rather than just show up. And I don't have phone reception, so it'd be hard to call. But maybe somebody else has a phone I could borrow, make the call with. Anyway, I'll find out. The worst case scenario is that I go to town the next morning on the trolley, as they call it, probably just a bus, and go to a hotel. It'll probably be expensive enough, but there's also another hostel. It's all a matter of making connections and stuff. There's a deer down the path, if you can see it there. Seem to be a lot of them. People were bumping into bears that would not run away. They just sat on the trail. I kind of had to wait for them to get moving. Anyway, I slept pretty good last night. There's a young guy who's doing a section hike southbound. Just like 18. Interesting enough to talk to. But when another guy showed up with the pot pipe and that type of thing, and the rest of us are all in our tents or the shelter, he's all interested in talking to him about, how much did he use and blah 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 blah, and the cost. And in the dark, and getting close to say, hey, can you talk about this tomorrow? Anyway, those two are the two that are still sleeping in the shelter. I thought I left the potheads behind, but apparently not. I just got that feeling in the sky, although I can't really see it, of dark clouds. So, like I say, at some point I have to pull out my pack cover and get wet. The joy. Oh, well, it's to be expected on the trail. Otherwise, I still have a lot of food left, considering how far I have to go, which is just this one shelter and then into town. And stopping at the Wayside to eat isn't helping because I didn't really have a full dinner last night. I had a pile of pepperoni with cheese and a burger wrap. That kind of thing. Can't even remember what else I had. Didn't have one of the regular dinners, but little regular dinners like the rice side is they're not that great anyway. I'm gonna have to get a couple freeze-dried mountain house or leg dinner, just so I have something to look forward to on these rainy night walks. Break up the monotony. Anyway, I'll catch you at the Wayside probably, or the next part of the walk. Talk to you later. I'm on the trail to the Wayside. We're about half an hour earlier than originally planned. 9:30. I hope I can get that milkshake. Well, they're sold out of milkshakes. But the truck is here, and I think they were just loading them in. If I hang around maybe half an hour so I can get one. In the meantime, I got something else. Cinnamon roll, chocolate milk. After I finished eating, drinking my chocolate milk, I looked at my leg and I see little spots. Make me wonder if these are mites. So I'm going to pull up my tweezers and see if I can dig anything out. Well, it says vanilla, I think, but it's blackberry. And it tastes pretty good. But, you know, it's not fresh berries or anything like that. It's syrup and flavoring. But anyway, now I can say I did it, or I had it. And I just enjoy it now. Well, I just had another fall. This one, a little different than the others. It was the first one where I got the big crack when I hit the ground and got cut back before Damascus. And there was a couple days ago when I was going for water. I think I mentioned that one. And today, here I am crossing the highway, the Bridgeway Parkway, and I was walking toward the entrance, like a road entrance, where the Appalachian Trail, I assumed, continued right across the road. and I was trying to operate my phone to send a text message or something to Garth and Fiona about my needs, whether she was there or not, because my friend Paul would like to bring over a couch to replace the ratty one I have with something less ratty. And as I'm looking at the screen, all of a sudden there is a chain connecting two posts on either side of that road, about a foot off the ground. Got it in the shins and fell forward, landed on my hands though, so no damage to my hands or anything else, except I was embarrassed. Thankfully nobody was around, and of course now you know. So don't drive while you test, don't hike while you test. Oh. Trying to coordinate these things when you're on mountaintops, when you had phone or data connection, it's becoming a pain. Talk to you later. Oh, just about an hour or just over left in the hike for today. I was able to call and make a reservation for 2 nights at a hostel, and tried calling Garth. Spoke to him and his daughter, but the phone was breaking up, trying to figure out if my niece was still at my place or not. So I still don't know. Tomorrow when I am at the hostel and I have wireless, I can maybe try contacting them again through text and email. Signals. There I sent emails and text, but I haven't heard back from anybody, so I assume they went out. Anyway, I met one former ThruHiker and my son doing a bit of a southbound section hike, and gave me a Snickers bar. That was very nice of him. I was right near the top of that mountain or hill, so when I got to the top I ate it. And now I'm on an incline, but I should be on a decline mostly, down to the shelter. I look forward to it. Every now and then the clouds make everything kind of dark, and you think, oh, it's going to rain before I get there. And the sun comes out again. And I'm hearing like a thunder in the clouds, but it could be jet planes up above. Hard to tell sometimes, it's a difference. I can hear it now, but yeah, it's really hard to tell if that's thunder or a plane. It goes on, I figure it's a plane, but it was varying, kind of like a thunder. Anyway, if it rains tomorrow, that's fine. If I get to the shelter today without getting rained on, great. 24-mile day. Think about that blackberry shake. That was crap. Really pre-made in a factory. It arrives on a pallet. They might put it in an immersion blender and just to froth it up, if they do that at all. And they just put a lid on it and hand it to you. And it's like $5.50. It's not that big. It was like anything great about it. Very overpriced. I would recommend you do not buy it. Go get some pop or chocolate milk or something else. It's at K-Town and I can't remember the other guy's name. Anyway, they had a English muffin with a sausage or egg in it as well. And K-Town was drinking pop, and he had his milkshake, and I thought, oh, warned him, don't cross the streams. Your tummy is not going to like it. So, forewarned. Oh, there's been a pretty wild or warm day. When I was at that other shelter, having a little break, and I filled up my water bottle, there was a snake in the water. It scurried in its little hiding spot. And the water I put in my bottle. So I kept thinking snake water, even though I put the Aquamira in it and the electrolytes in there. I just resisted the whole idea of drinking any of it. But in the end, I needed electrolyte, so I drank it. I kept thinking about the snake. But when you get water from a stream, you don't know for sure what has been in contact with it before it came out of the ground where you're getting it. I mean, it's not like you're getting it at the very top of the mountain. So, all mental, it's all water. So, this is some horse print here, horse shoes. So I guess horses have been on this road, which is a section of the Appalachian Trail. Normally, they're not allowed on the AT, so I guess this part. Oh, these little bugs flying around in your ear, right in front of your eyeballs, all day. What a royal pain they are. Oh. And holding up the phone is getting tough. So I put it down and I'll see you at the shelter. I introduced myself to the camper that was here at the shelter already. His name is Strikeout. Apparently something about St. Paddy's Day, 3 drinks, 3 ingredients, and Strikeout. It's an interesting looking shelter, and I'm on the way down to the water, and geez, it's a long way down, and not a great trail either. Glad I brought my bladder to fill up before I had to take my boots off because my feet will not enjoy doing this again later on. Maybe in the morning I'll have to, but geez. Not a great water source location for the shelter. I mean, the shelter is interesting with having its bugs. The veranda with the railing around it. It's not a huge one, probably only hold 6 people normally. So I'm sure when K-Town and pork, oh, what is it? Pork grinder? What's the thing you eat that you fry? And it's pork skin, I think. Pork rind. Pork rind. Oh, sorry. Pork rind. That's the name of that guy. I can never remember his name. Pork rind. I think. Yeah. Anyway, I'm sure they'll be here later on within the hour. They showed up at the Wayside half an hour after I was there, so I'm sure they'll get here soon enough. Don't know about barking dog though. I saw Sunflower. He was at the Lutheran church, and he left the day after I arrived. And he's walking with the dog now. Don't know the story about the dog, but that was a surprise. So, anyway, that's it for now.
It's really cool to get to talk to like the lodge and stuff. Strawberry instead of water, but it's